Charlie, you're the one who's been repeating the most number of cohorts. What has it been like to be part of this community over time?
Well, that's one of the privileges of being an older guy. I've been around the block a few times. So if I didn't get the message the first time, hopefully the second, third, or whatever, because I'm learning a new language. So when I came into the cohort, I didn't know anything. I was struggling. I was lonely. I was really frustrated. I was discouraged. I was downtrodden, all the rest of that stuff. Being a part of this group gave me, it was like an energy that was pulling me forward. I like the analogy of I'm a rose, and it's dark and the rose is closed down, isolated. But as the sun came up, i.e. you people, and I followed along, and eventually I started to open up and my true self started to be revealed. And when that happened, then the people would say beautiful things to me. Oh, Charlie, oh, Charlie. And I was like, and at first I get embarrassed or I have a hard time accepting that kind of stuff. But the other one is, I don't know if anybody noticed, I didn't say anything for the last hour. That's different. One of the things I learned is listening is an act of love. But what was going on as I was being triggered and I couldn't stay present, I'd go into my head and I'd just start doing this. That's the way that I learned how not to deal with my anxiety was I'll just say I spent some time with Henrik in the last couple of weeks. And so I became aware of something called internal family. One of the things we talked about today was reharmonizing my internal family and freeing my inner choir. So all those parts of Charlie that were scattered, and it was hard for me to feel that things were going to get better for me. The last one was we talked about being grateful for the process of accepting all of my parts instead of pathologizing those parts. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. Oh, I gotta hide that part of myself. No. So what this group has, if I try to put it in my new language, is my true self shows up. There's 9 things. I was trying to think of them all. I had to cheat and look. So being creative is our true selves. Connecting with each other, that's our true selves. Realizing we have choices. Oh, that wasn't a good choice. Well, I'm going to make a better one. Be encouraged. Having courage to admit that I'm scared, I'm lonely, all that stuff. Or I'm happy, I'm grateful. How about compassion? But especially compassion towards ourselves. Curiosity. That's in the list. It's called the 9 C's of the true self. We're curious. Think about when we're little kids. We're so curious. What happened to that curiosity? Well, it's back. How about clarity? When we're in our true selves, when we honor those parts, we see things that we didn't see before. God's purpose is for us to have joy. There were so many things that he was doing for me, but I wasn't aware of them. I was blind, deaf, and numb. Confident. When I knew this was going to come up, and I'm going, oh my God, there's those parts. I get anxious. I'm just going to sound like an idiot. No, confident. My true self is beautiful, just like yours. Calm. I'm working on that one. When I heard so many beautiful things from the people that shared today, it just reinforced how much I have benefit from being a part of your family. Yeah, the lone nut. So I came up with another phrase the other day. It's called wonky. I'd like to think we're all a little wonky. That's the beauty of this program, is instead of being ashamed or embarrassed, all that other stuff, is now we can show up. And I love being wonky.